Hello, class. We're going to now do a quick run through of our data analysis for this course. We are going to engage in VASSAR and do this is a pretty simplistic version of what it looks like to run a quick data analysis. Typically, we use more larger scale um, software for data analysis, which would be SPSS or Power BI or what we call Tableau. So first, let's look at how your t-test will be ran for your independent variable and your dependent variable for your experimental proposal. And while we are creating a proposal, oftentimes we're going to first complete our IRB process so that we can get our approval to do the research and then we move forward. But in this case, we're going to do the proposal, but then also look at how we can compute some petty data to get some answers. So you are going to have 50 um, you're going to have 100 participants, 50 in your sample A, 50 in your sample B, and you can kind of just go through this list and throw numbers in to um, each column so that you can get an answer. So again, you'll have 50 numbers, so I might just put um, numbers from 1 to 100 and just kind of see where we go. Now, I'm not going to do all of these, but I want you to just look. I'm pressing enter as I go down to add another set of numbers um, until I get to 50. And so you're going to do this very same process. And I just wanted to take time for you to see what that looks like so that you can prepare to do this yourself for your data analysis. So you're going to go on and on until you get all of your data into the system, and then you should be good to go. Now, I'm not going to go all the way down to 50, but I just wanted to give you an example of what this would look like or what it should look like when you are completing your data. And then after I finish adding, again, I'm pressing enter to go to the next um, area because if I stay on one line, it's going to continue to add numbers side by side. So just make sure that you press enter every time you go to a next line. I'm only going to give a few examples of this really quickly. All right, so once I have 50 in my sample A column and 50 in my sample B column, then I am going to calculate. Now, you see I have very offset. So when you do this, you're going to have 50 listed in the A, 50 listed in the B, and then you should have a total here of 100, okay? So if that is not right, you're going to go back up here and fix it and then hit calculate again. All right, so let's, for an example, um, imagine that this is 50 in in my A column and then in my B column, and then my total N would be 100. All right, so now I'm going to scroll down some more here. This is the lovely part of using different software to compute data because then it'll tell you things that you don't have to do by hand. So you should remember some of this from statistics and research. So you have the sum of x, then you have the sum of x squared, then you have the sum of squares, and then you have average, which is your mean. All right. So you have your mean A, which is the mean of your column A, minus the mean of your column B, which is going to give you the range of those two means. The degrees of freedom, which is your n minus 2, because I have two columns there at the top. And then we're going to go down here to see what it is that our answer is in our research. So that's actually making us look at an F for significance. So let's just look here. So when we look here, it is saying that at the probability is less than, or is that greater than? I can barely see here. Greater than the p-value, the probability is less than 0.05, and this is going to, did I say less than? Greater than, I'm so sorry. The p is greater than 0.05. This indicates that there is no significant difference detected between the variances of these two samples listed. And so, therefore, that will be my result for um, my paper. So, in looking at that, again, I'm going to scroll down and it is going to tell me right here whether or not there is a significant difference, if it is applicable, and that is going to give me my answer to my question. So, to my research question, that there is a significant difference. So, in this, we're going to accept, we're going to retain the null hypothesis, which says that there is no significant difference, and this has computed to say that there's no significant difference between, if my research question was, is there a difference between, or is there an effect on time of day that a student goes to class on their academic performance, then this is going to indicate that there is no significant impact on time of day that a student goes to class on their academic performance. And so that will be my answer. For this particular assignment, you are going to make sure that you screenshot, print the window, highlight, however you want to do it, highlight each part or screenshot each part of this part of your paper, this part as well. Okay, go all the way down and highlight everything. And this is going to be your submission for this particular part of your data analysis. Once you get to the results section, you're going to explain what the results are, which will be listed here. So you want to make sure that this statistical sentence is in your results section, and you're going to discuss based on your variables what that is going to look like and why and what that means. P is greater than or less 2.05, and it indicates no significant difference between the variables. Okay, so just make sure you kind of review through that, give an answer, and be able to explain your answer as you prepare for your research section of your paper. I will see you on the next one.